Hi guys, I am very happy to be here with you because I just wanted to share some of the things that I've learned and some of the things that I've linked together. Okay? Some people, and there's a concept out there that says that we are all one, you know? But what does that mean? What does that really mean? And I am going to explain this as light as I can, but I'm going to explain this on the quantum physics side, okay? Not in the spiritual side. Why do I do this? Because most people are more connected to their logical part of their brain, okay? Remember, we, the physical humans, we are part of a project called the Adam Kadmon. Okay? That means that our two lobes from the brain are gonna be unified. Okay, guys? That's just like one piece of what that means. Okay? But what does that piece means is that we're gonna unify our both masculine and feminine, the spiritual and the mental and the physical as well. Okay, guys? So we are doing a great job so far. Okay? So I just wanted to explain something called the SupraMonad, because that's where we come from. Okay, literally. Okay, but I'm going to explain something first. Let's explain matter. We're going to talk about matter, antimatter, dimensions, and frequency, speed of the electron. I'm going to put it as simple as I can. Okay, I did like a summary here. So sometimes you're going to see me, like taking a sneak peek of the summary because I don't want to go like super deep, and then so you can, because some people are gonna be like, it doesn't make sense. Okay, I don't want that. And I'm gonna put some like maybe videos, some visuals, so you can relate more, to this information. Okay, or so you can comprehend more the information. Okay, so let's start. Okay, guys. In the universe of matter, the biomolecular structures are formed from the electron, proton, and neutron. Okay, guys? Always in trinity to create what's called matter. Okay? For our molecular packaging, it is electron, proton, and neutron. Okay? Now, in matter, we handle something called baryonic energy. Okay? Here, in the universe, life is maintained by the spin of the electron within the molecular structure. The lower the electron spins, the denser the matter is. And let's remember that matter has something called molecular weight. Okay? That's how we can measure matter. Okay, that's why matter it has something tangible, okay, that we can weigh in, which is called the molecular weight. Okay, so at maximum slowdowns of this electron spin, we have something called baryonic energy. Okay, and that energy is used from the first up to the fourth dimensions, always in relation with matter. Okay? So, let's remember that we have 36 material dimensions. When we reach out dimensions or frequencies from 36 up to 40, the acceleration of the speed of the electron, it's so fast that matter disintegrates itself. Okay, guys? This happens between dimensions 36 up to 40. Okay? Now we are entering the realm of antimatter. Okay? Now, we, the humans, are in one of the densest dimensions there exists. The speed of the electron of our biomolecular structure that we perceive as matter is spinning super slow. Okay, guys? So we can get to experience this physical reality. Now, let's explain what is a supramonad. Okay? So a supramonad is a faithful copy of God, Source, or the universe, however you want to call him. Okay? So Source clones itself alongside with his whole bank of data into a field. Let's remember that the universe, Source, God, however we want to call him or her, resides in an 80 dimension. Okay? I just want to pinpoint that. The universe or God, however you want to call him, resides in an 80 dimension. So in order to create this supramonad, which is a faithful copy of him, with this whole bank of data, a faithful copy of his own soul as spirit, God, Source, or the universe has to go down from an 80 dimension down to a 36 up to 40 dimension, so he can start to create this supramonad, okay, which is gonna be his spirit or soul, however you want to call it. Okay, so God, Source, or the universe had to fractalize itself into what we call this supramonad. And this supramonad keeps fractalizing itself over and over again from the 40th dimensions down to the 36th dimensions and below. So that supramonad could experiment itself in what we called a physical body in a third dimensions or above. Now we are entering this realm again of matter. Remember, guys, matter comes from the 36 dimensions down to the first dimensions. Okay? And remember, it is the spin of the electron, the speed of the spin of the electron, which determines, the density of the matter. Okay? Whether we use baryonic energies, which is what we use in matter, or in antimatter, we use something that is called tachyonic energies or quarks as well. Okay? And then we have something called neutrino energies as well. Now, guys, the supramonad is created in dimensions 36 up to 40 in antimatter. Okay? I'm repeating so we can keep going, can process this whole data. There is no matter above the 36 dimensions due to the speed of the electron. Okay? The energy used is not baryonic, but neutrino energies. Okay, guys? Remember, we start to change the energies that we use. Okay? The higher we go, we can use tachyonic energies, quarks, or neutrino energies. Okay? Now, spirit in quantum physics is referred as a light frequency charge. Okay? So the creator vibrates in this light frequency energy, and therein lies all of its content. So he clones himself, you know, so he can create this supramonad, which is gonna go down. It's gonna fractalize itself, so that supramonad can go down, 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 and down until it can reach a point which that supramonad can assemble into a physical body, okay, into a biomolecular structure. Now, when we start to go down in vibration or frequency, this supramonad starts to fractalize itself into what we call a monad first. Okay, guys? So now we're going down from a supramonad down to a monad. Then a monad arises from a supramonad. This structure is fractalized based on an equation and sacred geometry. It is divided from 12 to 144 monads. Remember, from the 36 dimensions, which is where the supramonad is, we're going down to the dimension 20. Okay, still. Okay, guys, so we're going down. Okay, now, guys, now we're passing. You know, we're coming down from the supramonad down to the monad. Okay. The monad, when descending to a dimension 19 and below, changes the structure of its fractalization. Okay? So below dimensions 19 down to 20th, the monads change their name into what we call our I am presence monads. Okay? Our spirits. Okay? Some people are more acquainted with that term, that terminology. You know, our I am presence. The monad in this stage, our I am presence, is 50% matter and 50% antimatter. The I am presence monad is the one that creates the individualized soul. Okay? This is where we can start relating to this whole process, okay? So it is that spirit, that I am presence, the one that creates from within our individualized soul, okay? The fractals of our own I am presence or spirit are the ones who create this soul, which is us. This I am presence contains the charge of the light of the spirit, the full charge. Okay, guys? Now, according to divine plan, that spirit has to be in all dimensions, even in the densest ones of matter. This I am presence. This soul contains the whole bank of data of the experiences you have been part of. This soul or this field of electrons. Okay, guys? And it is created by our spirit. So our soul contains all of our bank of data, and it contains also a piece of our spirit. Okay, guys? Now, this soul is ready to assemble to a physical body and to the biomolecular structure of the human. Okay? Remember, this soul is still in a 9th to down to 8th dimensions and can go below that. Okay, guys? These souls generally, the ones that are from above 9th down to the 7th dimensions, guys, are called androgynous souls. Okay, maybe I cannot pronounce it real well, the word, but they are called androgynous souls. What does that mean? You know, that means that those souls have already integrated from within both the masculine and the feminine energies. Okay? So now, below the 7 dimensions, mostly from the 5th dimensions and below, each soul, if it decides to fractalize itself, remember from the same equation, 12 to 144 times, that soul can do that, okay, from the 5th dimensions and below. And that fractalization process, guys, is what we call twin flames, okay? So twin flames are the souls that have fractalized themselves from the 5th dimensions to below, okay, guys? So that's why some carry more the masculine energies and some the feminine energies, okay? Now, a soul that comes down from the 7 dimensions or above, let's remind that to ourselves, it's called an androgynous soul. Androgynous has nothing to do with gender, guys. There is no gender. We are a field of electrons. We are light energies. We are a bank of data. Okay? Let's remember that. Okay? So now we can assemble that soul into the physical body. Okay? Into our biomolecular structure. So this is the whole process that we go, you know, from being a SupraMonad down to an individualized soul, okay? And remember, if we go down, you know, if the soul decided to fractalize itself, you know, down the 5th dimensions, what I've understood is that that's what is called like a soulmate, okay? Because it's a part of you, and there's people say, oh my gosh, a soulmate is the one that I'm gonna marry. It's not about that, guys, okay? It's just a piece of you, okay? But it's not, you don't have just one twin flame or one soulmate, you know, if that's how you decided to fractalize yourself, you know, first of all. There are some of us are already androgynous, you know, like we already integrated both, you know, the masculine and the feminine energies. But if you decided, and this is about, you know, a decision, guys, this is not about judging, you know, about, oh my gosh, I feel, no, it's not about that, okay? If you decided to have a twin flame, you know, if you decided to fractalize, you may have between 12 twin flames up to 144, or 12 soulmates up to 144, you know? So it's not just one, guys, okay? We have more according to this equation, which is really interesting, you know? So this is how this whole process is developed, guys. And this is how we start seeing that we all are part of one consciousness, one cosmic being that decided to experiment itself in the physicality. Okay? So I hope this whole information was useful. I went as slow as I could because I know I have an accent, and I know this terminology sometimes it's a little hard, you know? So I really hope this information helps you, okay? To remember who you are, to remember your greatness, to remember your inner power, and to remember your connection, your special connection to your Creator, okay? To the one that loves you so much because it is a part of you. You're never disconnected. You won't remember, like we do not remember right now some things, and we're starting to remember, okay? And one last thing, guys, when we start raising our frequencies, remember the speed of the electron up to the 5th dimensions, that's where we connect directly to that I am presence, to that spirit, which right now it's the goal, okay? To connect to our divinity, okay? To that powerful spirit, which is the real you, okay? That's why you can have a lot of lives, simultaneously, because you're not just one soul. You may be from 12 up to 144, first of all. And then when you go up to the 5th dimension, you connect to your spirit directly, and your spirit, remember, is this light frequency of full power, can be everywhere. It's everywhere, And Earth, it's not the only planet, okay? We can be in this galaxy, we can be in another galaxy, we can be in another universe, we can be in the multiverse, or we can be in the omniverse, Time does not exist, first of all, guys. And not about time, I was going to say like the distance, known locality. There's a thing called known locality, which it's too much. I'm not gonna go to a lot of concepts, but I just want to close, guys, because if I don't close, I'm gonna keep talking, and I'm gonna, I don't want to confuse any of you guys, okay? So I hope this information helped a lot, okay, guys, to remember who you are. So I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for deciding to come here to this earth, okay? So we can start remembering who we really are, and remembering how we can use our own power to start creating this amazing world we deserve to live in. Have a great day or a great night wherever you are.